Good evening, good evening, good evening. How is everyone doing this fabulous Friday evening? So, I like to bring on some of my business besties to talk about different things regarding business. So, tonight, I am going to bring up one of my business besties. We're going to have a little business conversation. But for those who are looking to know how to structure their business, how to fund their business that is solely in their business EIN, who is looking to know how to protect their assets, how to market their business, how to make money by selling a digital product, I'm doing a free masterclass this Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Just comment bank in the comments. Just comment bank in the comments. So tonight I wanted to kind of talk about the benefits of getting passive income. Okay, the benefits of getting passive income. One good thing about passive income is that we're not exchanging time for money. We're not exchanging time for money. So on your regular 9 to 5, we're exchanging time for money. If you own a business and that business is, doing a service, we're exchanging time for money. So when we talk about growing financially, we only have X amount of time in a day. So what we need to look at, if we are working a 9 to 5, we are working our business, is how can we put some things in place to establish passive income. Passive income is where you either do something once, you do something once and you get paid on it over and over and over and over and over again. One way of generating passive income would be real estate, right? Either you buy a property and you rent it out, or you secure a location and you're going to one time. And then if you're going to do Airbnb or rent out that property, you're going to be getting money every single month without you doing anything. Another way of getting passive income is going to be a digital product, right? I am a firm believer on digital products. For those who are new to my page, I am going through a high conflict divorce, leaving a sociopath, narcissistic person, and we are going on 3 years in this divorce. When I left the toxic marriage, he tried to kill me by shooting at me at our dealership in front of our son, which caused me to have to pack up and leave Houston and then come to Florida. My brother's here, just have like a brand new start. Once I moved to Florida, just to stick it to me some more, right? He empties out all the money in our accounts, locks me out of our businesses. And so February of 2022, your girl didn't have any money and my mom had to pay my rent. I had to hire attorneys to, get a TRO on the business. We've been in civil litigation and family litigation since 2022. And if I did not have a digital product, my grant bundle, if I did not stumble upon, digital products, I wouldn't be where I am today, right? So the great thing about passive income is you only have to do it once. You get paid on it over and over again. The great one way of getting a passive income will be digital products. So for anyone on here who is starting over, for anyone on here who does not have I don't have a lot of money to go ahead and start in a business or invest. I am limited on funds. Baby, you need to get you a digital product, right? It's not a lot of money to start. And you're basically selling your knowledge or what you know. So if you're interested in learning how to market and sell a digital product, you want to come to my free class this Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, by commenting bank in the comments, But for those of y'all who can't make it on Sunday, I'm going to give y'all, I'm always going to give y'all a little oomph. I'm always going to give y'all a little meat. I am never going to not give you meat. So ask yourself in the comments, Well, no, let me rephrase this question differently. If someone has ever asked you your opinion on something or how did you do something, give me a 1 in the comments. If anyone has ever asked for your help in something, if anyone has ever asked, how did you do something? So for example, if you've lost weight, right? You've lost weight and you've gone to work or you went to church or you went to to your kid's school. Girl, you look good. What did you do? Girl, you look good. What did you eat? How did you work out? Or maybe you're just good at something. Like, how has anyone ever asked you, like, how do I update my resume? How do I work Excel? How do I find love after marriage? How do I co-parent with, a toxic individual? If anyone has ever asked your opinion on something, give me a 1. Because I would say write down 1 to 3 things that people ask you about. Ask either your opinion on, your 2 cents on, how did you do X, Y, and Z. Write those things down. That can be a digital product. So if someone could just type in the comments something that people ask you about, and I'm going to show you as a live example how we're going to make a digital product. Miss Kimberly, request to join me so I can add you to this live. Public speaking, business operations, civic engagement, Excel help. Baby, not Excel help. Oh, Christy Amez, not Excel help. Christy Amez, I need you. Let me go find you who you need to go look at. Is it Miss Excel? You need to look at, Lord, she got fake pages. Let me see which one's the real one. Miss Excel is like me. She got these fake pages. I feel you, Miss Excel. You need to go follow, bam, Miss._Excel. Miss._Excel. Miss._Excel sells a webinar, a digital product on how to work Excel. I don't know how to work Excel, right? I'm grown, have never learned how to work Excel. So if you heard any kind of industry related software, that is a digital product. For the person who does civic engagement or business operations, that is a digital product. How do I, hey girl, how do I come up with systems, procedures, operations? So, hey, Miss Kimberly girl, how you doing?
Look, hey, business bestie, how are you?
Awesome.
Awesome.
So tonight I was talking about different ways of establishing passive
Yeah.
income. I was just talking about, like, for me, I sold a digital product, a grant bundle, and that really helped me to get passive income. If you are working a 9 to 5 or working your business, you only have X amount of day or X amount of hours in a day to work. So tell me, what is your experience with passive income and different ways you've been able to generate passive income?
So my experience with passive income, first of all, let me just start by saying, prior to being a full-time real estate investor, I was an occupational therapist, working my 9 to 5, making that 6-figure income. And I would say between the years of 9 and 12 is kind of where I felt the shift on my job. It was a situation where I felt like I was walking on eggshells.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of felt underappreciated, undervalued. Um, it was one of those situations where I would say it's cool when they do it, but it's a problem when I
Gotcha.
do it.
Gotcha.
Type of
Gotcha.
situation. So I've always kind of had this knack for like interior design and like watching HGTV. So one day as I'm just sitting and I'm watching HGTV, I'm thinking to myself like, man, I would really love. I was watching Flip This House.
Okay.
So I was like, I would really love to take on an investment property and do a fix and flip. So what I did, I went down this rabbit hole. I found me a mentor, got inside of me a community, and I leaned on that mentor. Look, I leaned on that mentor like he was my pastor.
Yes, yes, yes.
So from there, I remember my supervisor at the time. There were two patients that had the same last name. I'm fast forwarding a little bit, guys. But there were two patients that had the same last name, and I made an error on some documentation. And he came to me and he said that, you know, I'm going to be taking patients away from you. You'll be part time. I'm just like, wow, just all kind of craziness. So from there, I had already been, with
Right.
my mentor taking classes. I was like, let me just jump off the porch and just see, what would this be like. So I got my first investment property, which was downtown from Georgia
How
State.
did
Um,
you how did you get the investment property? Did you use your savings? Did you finance it? How did you get it?
so this was a pre-foreclosure property.
Okay.
And because my credit was in stellar position, I was able to obtain a home equity line of credit.
Okay.
So just from years of having the knowledge and working the numbers, and I knew how the numbers work, I obtained that property. Like I said, it was a condo down from Georgia State. Put the renovations into that property, put it on the market. It sold within 48 hours, and it
Mm.
made me a six-figure profit.
Mm. So let me back up a little bit. Before you jumped out and left your job, because there may be
Mhm.
some people on this live who are on that fence, like, do I leave? Do I stay? Do I leave? Do I stay? How did you know it was time for you to leave, or what were some things you did to prepare yourself to be able to leave?
Well, this is how I knew that it was time for me to leave. And I'm glad that you asked that question because I can kind of back up and just give people a backstory. So, like I said, I felt the shift in between jobs, between years 9 and 12, and I would just be praying. Like I would wake up in the middle of the night and I would be praying and just talking to God about it.
Hmm.
And I'm just like, man, this is just so much. Like I said, I feel like I'm walking on eggshells. And then I would hear the Spirit say, like, I've called you to do something more. This is
Hmm.
not what you're supposed to be doing. So I know, I know my husband is on this live, but I know for a minute he thought I was going crazy because I'm having this full blown conversation with
Hmm.
God. Like me, I'm supposed to be doing something different. Like, okay, well, what is it?
Right. Right.
So yeah, also too, I'm thinking I'm just like, I'm not perfect. And I'm hearing God, and it gets louder and louder
Hmm.
and louder. I've called you to do something more. And until you do what I've called you to do, it's never going to work out. And
Hmm.
I'm just like, but I've gone to school for this. I'm doing very well. I'm making, I have a six-figure a year, salary,
Hmm.
all of that stuff there. So that is where I felt the shift. And after I did that first property and I made that six-figure profit, I said to God, I said, okay, God, if I get one more,
Oh.
I said, if I get one more property like this and it has six figures and it circles around my salary like
I'm
this, I'm
believe.
out of here.
Okay.
So a couple months later, lo and
Hmm.
behold,
Hmm.
God pulled my card
Okay.
and I got another property, and
Okay.
there you have it. Another six-figure profit, another property with six figures worth of equity. So,
So did you leave?
yep.
Okay.
And it's
Okay.
been up, and it's been up ever since then.
So how long since you left working your 9 to 5 have you been an entrepreneur with real estate
So,
investments?
look, I always say I retired from occupational therapy at 37, and I am,
Mm.
and
Amen.
I'm
Yes.
doing what I love full time, which is real estate. Like I said, I really what sets my soul on fire about real
Hmm.
estate is the interior design part. Because I was always that girl that loved to go inside of Floor and Decor at
Okay.
home, Kirkland's. I could spend hours in there.
So let me ask you this. Although a lot of people are in real estate and you
Mm-hmm.
hear like real estate's where it's supposed to be, real estate's a great
Mm-hmm.
investment, a lot of people don't really understand like, well, how do I get into real estate?
Mm-hmm.
So if someone's on this live, like, well, I would love to get into real estate, but I just don't know like what are my options? What all can you do in real estate? Like, is there anyone that can kind of show me the ropes as to how to actually baby step my way into real estate? How can you help someone like that?
I would say the best thing that someone that wants to get into real estate can do is get you a mentor and get inside of a community, get inside of a network. I know that this sounds really cliche, but your network is your net worth. If you get you that mentor is your safety net. And that mentor is able to keep you from, or they're able to keep you from avoiding those costly mistakes. Exactly, because they've made the mistakes. So that surely was one thing that accelerated my path for sure in real estate. Just having that mentor that I could lean on and that could guide me, and we could run the numbers together. Showed me how to analyze deals, how to complete the contracts, what due diligence looks like, closing, contractor management, all of
Well,
that.
you sound like you know a lot. Do you know someone who does real estate mentorship?
You're looking at a girl.
Oh, hey, friend.
Look, the Empress of Equity herself, me.
Okay. So, what is your real estate community called?
My real estate community is called the Investors Collective.
Investors
Yes.
Collector. Okay.
Yeah.
And you know, with real estate, people have a lot of questions. So,
Mm-hmm.
how do you find the time to be able to pour into your mentees to help them along their real estate investment journey?
I would say streamlining and structuring your business properly. Let me just say this to you, Joy. Um, you know how you initially start and you're like self-employed and you just want to do everything. But I
Mm-hmm.
found that delegating tasks, hiring the right team of people,
Mm-hmm.
which frees my time up to be able to come in and mentor these people the way that I need to, or give them the proper information and knowledge that they need.
Okay. Okay. And so, how does someone join your community?
So you can join the wait list. The community will officially launch on the 23rd of November.
Mm-hmm.
So they can join the wait list, in which I have quite a few people on that wait list. You want to go to www.kimberlygatling.com.
So if you look at the top of this live, you're going to see two names. It'll be my Instagram name and it will be Kimberly's name. You want to click on Kimberly
Mm-hmm.
Gatlin and you want to be able to first follow her. Then you want to click that link in her bio to be able to get on the wait list.
Yes.
So if someone is wanting information about what they're going to learn in your community, how
Mm-hmm.
they can take their first step in getting into real estate
Mm-hmm.
investment, what does that whole process look like? Do you have any information or challenges or anything coming up, or summits or anything coming up soon?
Absolutely. I have a virtual summit, you guys, on next Wednesday.
Okay.
That'll be the 20th. Yes, that'll be the 20th of November. Look, let me get my I'm like, let me get my time together. So
Right,
it'll be the
right.
20th of November at 8 p.m., guys. You don't want to miss this summit. I will be dropping some major value, some major gems as to how you can get started. I know there are a lot of myths out there that it requires a lot of money to get started in real estate, and it really doesn't. So I'll be diving deep into all of that.
Okay, so it starts Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern
Yes,
time or Central time?
yes, sorry
Eastern
about
time.
that. Yep, Eastern Standard Time.
How does someone sign up for the virtual summit?
So you guys can go to my website, as Joy just stated earlier. You can follow me at Kimberly Gatling. At Kimberly Gatling Official. I'm sorry. And you want to click the link in my bio, KimberlyGatling.com, and the virtual summit is right there on the website. You guys can sign up to get on for the virtual summit.
Okay. Um, what are some mistakes that you've been able to help your mentees get out of or to avoid?
Um, I would say the numbers, because you must first understand your numbers. So just being able to analyze those properties
Mm-hmm.
properly, look at location,
Mm-hmm.
look at schools.
Mm-hmm.
The numbers are everything. If you mess those numbers
Correct.
up, yeah, you're in big trouble.
Because when it comes to real estate, it's all about, does it make sense, right? So
Right.
yes, I want to jump in. Yes, I want to, I want to be this investor.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, maybe I have come into money. I'm ready to get it. But if if it doesn't make sense with the numbers, if
Mm-hmm.
you're off a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
that can affect everything. So it is so important, especially if you're thinking about getting in the industry, or you're just getting into an industry where you don't have that much experience, that you're able to rely on someone else who already has the
Right.
experience.
I would
Let them.
say, let me just add another thing to that. I'm sorry to interject, but also contractor management. No disrespect to the men on this live or if there are any GCs, but you guys, this real estate is a male dominated field.
Mm-hmm.
And oftentimes men feel as though, or some men, I'm not going to say all, they feel as though they can take advantage of women as if we're, not as knowledgeable. So that's another big thing. Joy, I can't tell you the amount of investors that I've run into, um, that mismanaged these contractors. These contractors, they gave them the money, they ran off with their money, never completed the project. So, but those are all the things we'll be discussing inside of the Investors Collective, and how you need to manage those contractors, how
Right.
you should run your numbers, what type of properties you should look for, negotiations, all of that.
Because when it comes to doing real estate, doing remodeling, doing fix and flips, any of
Mm-hmm.
that,
Mm-hmm.
um, if a contractor is not on their job, if a contractor is not meeting those deadlines, all these delays is going to be costing you money. If
Time is money.
if we don't get a permit by X amount of day, it throws off everything else, right? So
Yes.
the longer the project is delayed, the the longer time you're going to be out of making income.
Right.
Sometimes it's going to be more expensive because a subcontractor may only have X amount of time to be able to
Right.
be on your project until they have another project to do. And now
Mm-hmm.
you don't, miss getting that permit.
Right.
So now that throws them off. It may require you that you have to now rent some more equipment or machinery for a longer period of time.
That's
That's more of
right.
an expense.
Right.
When you're experienced, I'm not going to give the contractor all my money up
Mm-hmm.
front. I'm going to either give him half up, half now, half upon completion, or work out some kind of payment scheduling plan based on completion. But when you
Right.
don't know all of these things and we're just
Mm-hmm.
jumping in because real estate is a great industry, if you
Mm-hmm.
think about it, any industry has people winning in it, making a lot of money, and there's people that are taking losses, right? And the difference between winning and losses is understanding that industry, but knowing the exceptions to the rules, right?
Right.
Like you can always Google how to do something,
Mm-hmm.
but it's the wisdom, it's
Right.
the knowledge, it's someone who's already made these mistakes that know the exceptions to the rule. Like, yes, except for X, Y, and Z. Yes,
Right.
except for one, two, and three.
Right.
So if you are just tuning in to this live, I'm with my business bestie, Miss
Hey,
Kimberly.
girl.
She is giving a free real estate investment summit, a free real estate investment summit this Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. You want to, I wish I could pin this comment. Um,
What is
can
it?
you pin a comment? I
Let's
can't
see.
touch my phone. Someone put your website right there.
Let's
Can you
see.
pin it or no?
Uh, let's see. You know what? I think the host has to.
And if I touch
Yeah,
my phone, the
yeah,
whole thing's
it's
gonna
gonna
freeze.
take it off.
My Instagram is
Let's
changing.
see. Hold
So
on.
what you want to do is you want to hit that top drop down button. You want to first go follow Miss Kimberly. Then you want to click that link in her bio to join up for her free summit so you can understand how to get into the real estate game. If you are just thinking about doing real estate, getting the knowledge is so important. She is starting a community of, like-minded individuals who are either already in real estate, thinking about getting into real estate, heard about real estate, where this community will help you be able to, one, find you other people that are doing the same thing. You can partner with them, you can ask them
Right.
questions. She's there to guide you as to what is the best real estate decision for you, or how do you get yourself prepared to be able to start real estate investment.
Absolutely. In my group, it's about collaboration over competition. We're all
Mm-hmm.
about group economics, working together. Those were the things that, like I said, accelerated my journey in real estate. You cannot. It just would not be smart to do this business or any business
Correct. Correct.
alone. You go further together,
Correct.
yeah, than
Correct.
you do alone,
Correct.
for sure.
And you can go further, quicker, cheaper, less time
Yeah,
when you're able to collaborate, So I always say find someone, who is strong where you're weak, and then you're weak where they're strong. And then when you guys combine forces, you guys are just dynamic, right? So
yeah,
someone may be really good at finding the properties. Another person may be good at, manning these contractors, these subcontractors,
yes,
going on the property, baby. Are they
right,
working? Are they on these lunch breaks?
right.
I've had several construction projects myself, and it's like as soon as they get their money, all of a sudden, they taking off. They got something else to do. And
Yeah,
like sometimes you gotta be there on their neck, like, baby, let's go. I need to get this done by here. And then, it's gonna rain and they got all these excuses. So, finding a business bestie, a partner who is good where you're weak at. Like, I'm really
right.
good at manning. I can micromanage the best of them. Like, baby, you're gonna be tired of seeing me there. Like, oh, girl, let me go ahead and just get this done. I'm tired of seeing her face. Like, I'm here. Why?
That part.
Why is this not done? So being able to partner with someone also to kind of share the ups and the lows,
Right,
right? So having
right,
someone who is in it with you, if you
right.
had a bad day, they
Mm-hmm.
can feel you without telling you to quit, versus if you maybe go to your friends, family, loved ones that aren't also entrepreneurs, they gonna
Yes,
tell you, girl, you shouldn't have quit
yes.
that job. Boy, you shouldn't. You had that good old job. Didn't no one tell you to quit? Blah,
Mm.
blah, blah.
Mm,
So
mm-mm.
having, a like-minded community is so good.
Yes, girl, you are preaching, honey. When I look, let me pass you the collection plate, Joy.
Yes, yes, yes.
Because you definitely need that accountability partner every day that you wake up, especially when you're in the building phase and you're learning that
Mhm.
skill set. It's not always, roses and sunshine.
Correct.
You're going to need that other person to help uplift you when you're feeling low. I know for me, I'll go to YouTube and listen to like TD Jakes or Jim Ron, or, listen to a podcast, just
Hmm.
something that just to kind of, elevate my spirit. So
Correct.
you are dead on the money for sure.
So for those who are just tuning in, Miss Kimberly is having a free virtual summit this Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, on real estate investment. All right. I'm sure everyone on here has heard about passive income. Real estate is a great way to obtain passive income. And she's doing a free summit as to teaching you how to start or get into real estate to be able to do investments and fix and flip. So you want to hit that drop down button at the top. You want to first follow Miss Kimberly, and then you want to click that first link in her bio to be able to sign up and just get the free information, right? It may not be time for you right
Yes,
now to get your property, but when is the best time to get the information? The second you want to do the deal, or do you want to be educating yourself now? So maybe over the next 6 months, you're now able to know exactly how it is that I want to enter into this real estate game. What are different
absolutely.
ways that people can become investors in real estate, Miss Kimberly?
So they can become investors. One way is by becoming a private lender. Sometimes you have people that they don't want to be that end investor. They don't want the liability and the responsibility of being that end person that goes in and manages the contractors and let me back up, do the marketing, do the negotiating, get it
Mm-hmm.
under contract, closing, due diligence, closing, managing the contractors. So they may just say, hey, I want to invest. And I have several people on that I see on here. Hey guys, they have invested in several of my projects. And at the end of those projects, they're able to receive a return on their investment. Like for example, they may give me 40,000 towards the project itself, and they may receive a 10 to 15% return. So, they'll get that. And then I have another project, they'll say, okay, let me invest in that one again. Then they get another 10 to 15%
Okay.
return. Then that's 20% right there. Show me a stock
Right.
or yeah, where you're getting that, or high yield savings account. Is your
Right.
401k giving you that?
Right.
You know, so yeah,
Okay.
that's
So
another way that you can.
so one way they can come in is just being like a silent partner. I'm going to give you
Yes,
some money to get my money back plus more.
yes, absolutely.
What's
Yep.
an what is another way that someone can get into real estate as an investment?
They can, because a lot of people will say, oh, I don't have the money. And I talked about this briefly too, but you can become, if you're trying to build the capital, you can become a wholesaler. And a wholesaler is just simply the person that's in the middle between the seller and the investor. You don't need a license to be a wholesaler. And the only thing that you're doing as a wholesaler, you're reaching out to the seller of that property, you're getting that property under contract, and then you're taking that contract and selling it to an end investor like myself, whether you sell that contract for 5,000, 15,000, 20,000, 40,000. I've seen them go as much as that. As long as it's a win, as long as the numbers work for everybody and it's some meat on the bone for the
Mhm.
end investor, for myself, that's an excellent way to build capital. Another way too, I always tell people you can go get your real estate license. You can become a realtor. That's another way as well that you can build capital by by selling those properties and earning the commission off of those properties.
Gotcha. Okay, that's good. So type in the comments if anyone has a question regarding joining the virtual summit this Wednesday. If anyone has questions regarding, joining this virtual summit on Wednesday, you can type it in the comments. If you've already clicked this link above, followed Ms. Kimberly and got your seat for the free conference, type in the comments, I'm in. Type in the comments, I'm in. If you are just joining this live, I'm talking to my business bestie, Miss Kimberly. She has a community of real estate investors. So if you're already investing in real estate, if you're thinking about becoming a real estate investor, this is the community that you want to be in. And she is giving away a free virtual summit this Wednesday. I think I'm speaking at the summit. A free
Yes.
virtual summit teaching you how to get into real estate. So if you're thinking about getting into real estate, you heard about it, you're looking at you're trying to get some kind of passive income, then you want to go ahead and click that top drop down button and you want to follow Miss Kimberly, click that first link, and then once you get your free ticket, you want to comment in the chat, I'm in. I think I saw 3 people who said they was in. Okay, Warren is in. I see you, Warren. Miss Kanita is in. Awesome, Miss Kanita. I'm about to tear this name up. Miss Me Theron is in. They got their tickets. Okay, okay. Miss Ty 3782 is in. Baby, y'all about to be at this bank. Come on. Miss Sean on the gram is in. Y'all about to be investors, getting this passive income, making this generational wealth, passing it on to these good kids, building for your future. Miss I am Taylor Simon is in. Man,
And no,
come on.
come on in the
Come
room.
on in the room. Come on, get your seat at the table. Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yes. Come get all this value. Come get all this knowledge. Come get these free gems, guys.
Now, I will say this, The new year is coming. The new year is coming. It is always great. I don't care if your account is negative, right? All we need is the information. Once you get the information and you have a plan as to, you know what, when I get myself financially together, I know what I want to do. Once you get the information, we don't know what kind of blessing God has for you the next couple of months. We don't know
Right.
how you're going to stumble upon some money. We don't know what that is. And when you do stumble upon that money, you want to already have a plan as to where it's going to go. I get a consultation, I promise you, baby, I would say at least twice a month on someone who has won the lottery. I've never seen so many lottery. They've won the lottery, or someone has died and they've come into a large sum of money. And now that they have the money, now they're looking to go do something. I always say, maybe just put the money in the bank, leave it alone, and go do research on what it is that you want to do. So Miss Kimberly right now is giving you the opportunity, baby. Here is the information. I'm giving a free summit this Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern time, on how you're able to get into real estate investing. There's different ways, there's different levels. If you have money, if you don't have money, on how to get into real estate. If you are just joining this live, you want to click that drop down button at the top. You want to follow Miss Kimberly. She is always giving out tips and gems about real estate investment, how to get in the game, what to do, what not to do. She is a wealth of knowledge. She has been doing this full time. She knows exactly what she's doing, and she's helping people be able to make real estate investment a real foreseeable future for those who are wanting to get into this industry, right? You can jump on in by yourself, but if you jump on in by yourself, baby, it's gonna be some late nights, some early mornings, some tears, a whole lot of extra, because real estate is one of them big boy industries. You just do not want to just come out here not knowing what to do. Okay. So
Yes.
it's so important to have a mentor. So this Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern time, Miss Kimberly is doing a free virtual summit on real estate investing, and you want to hit that drop down button. Look, I broke my nail. There's drop down button at the top. You want to follow Miss Kimberly, and you want to get in that summit. Okay, Miss I Robin Murray is in. She's getting in the room. I see you, Miss I Robin Murray. For some reason, it's not showing her page. You want to make sure that you're hit the link that says Kimberly Gatlin Official. It's going to show her page, and then you can go ahead and follow her. You can then go ahead and click that link in her bio and
Mhm.
get your ticket before the seats are full, right? She can't talk to 1,000 people. So you're going to go
Yes.
ahead and get your tickets tonight while they are still available, and secure your spot to get in the room.
Yes.
Tell me what you're going to be covering, what you're going to be covering in this in the virtual summit.
So in the virtual summit, you guys, like I was saying, you definitely don't want to miss this summit, because I will be bringing lots of value. I'll be dropping lots of gems. We'll be talking about funding, acquisition, negotiations. We'll be talking about contractor management, the numbers, due diligence, what type of properties you need to look for, how you can find these deals.
Mm,
So it's just a wealth of knowledge that you guys definitely, this is the perfect time, you guys, to get involved and to get started in real estate.
yes, it is. They and for those who are trying to, maybe the election results wasn't what you wanted. I've always say on this on my lives, the next 4 years is going to be green. Okay, the
Mm,
next 4 years is going to be green. So if you are nervous about your job, if you're nervous that you're not going to get your bonuses because of these terrorists are about to start, or you just don't feel like you if financially you just are like, I don't know what's going to happen, it's so important to have your economic freedom by, if not leaving if you want to still have your 9 to 5 job, having another source of income.
yes.
Having another source of income to rely on. So just in case this job isn't here, you're good. Just in case some new law pops up and it affects you, you still have X amount of money coming in on the side to make sure all these bills are paid,
Right.
that these kids can stay in their extracurricular activities, that,
Right.
your life is not changing.
Right.
Okay. So the next 4 years is going to be green, and you
Right.
want to make sure that you are in control of your financial future. You are in
And you're
control.
building and you're building equity and you're leaving generational wealth and a legacy for your family as
Correct.
well. So, yeah.
Okay. So any questions for Miss Kimberly before I let Miss Kimberly go? Okay, I see Miss Michaela 90 is in. She got her seat. Miss
Yeah.
Maiden's Vibe is in. She got her seat. Come on.
Okay.
Y'all gonna be learning all this good
Yes,
information.
come on in the room.
Come on in the room. Get your seat at
Come
the
on in. Come on
table. Come
in.
on in. Come on in. The
It's
doors
look,
of the church are open. Yes.
my business besties just dropped a bunch of bars, guys. Like,
Okay, Miss Y. Okay, I'm sorry, not Miss. Mr. Y. Leo is in. Miss English Sonia is in.
yeah, I've seen
Miss Kanita
quite a
says thank
few.
you for the gems.
Oh, you are very welcome. Thank you for being here.
So I'm
Me
excited.
too.
So I'll be there on
Me
Wednesday.
too.
I'll be
Yay.
seeing y'all on Wednesday. See what's going on, with this real estate gems.
This is going to be so awesome. Joy,
Yes,
will you also be covering like business structure and funding as well, like grants
correct.
for? Yeah,
Uh-huh.
because that is another way as well. People will be able to take advantage of grants as well to be able to use those grants to purchase real estate. So,
Correct.
yeah,
This is gonna be good. So
yeah, it's gonna be
Wednesday
real
night,
good.
8 p.m. Eastern time. Be there or be square. Get your seat at the virtual real estate investment summit so you understand how you can, participate in the real estate game. I'm excited.
Yes, get in, guys. Get in. Now is the time to get in. Just like my business bestie said, these next 4 years, we're in for a ride.
All
So
right.
now is the time to get that to get that information and start getting your properties, building your portfolios, building your equity, getting that passive income, building your legacy, your generational wealth, time, freedom, and flexibility,
Correct.
using that equity to make more money
Mm.
and not using your time to make money.
For
Yes.
those who have just joined, who are asking how do you join the virtual summit, you want
Mhm.
to click this top link at the top. You want to hit Kimberly Gatlin official. You want to go follow her, and then you want to click her link in her bio to join her virtual investment summit. That's going to be this Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. You want to click this link right here at the top. You want to click her name, Kimberly Gatlin official. And when you click that first link in her bio, you'll be able to sign up for her virtual summit, her free virtual summit this Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. There are
I'm excited.
multiple ways to get into real estate, and so she's
Yes.
going to be breaking them all down.
Yes. Absolutely. From creative deal structuring, sub twos, wraparound mortgages. You guys, there's so many different ways that you can purchase real estate. I mean, I'm not even being funny when I say this. I mean, even if you did it traditionally, and let's just say you bought that house and you allowed that equity to build, and you sold that house in 2 to 3 years because you bought it in the right area. You took that equity and bought other investment properties, whether they were rentals or fix and flips. Get in the game. You wanna know how to use money to make money and not your time. I'm
Mm.
gonna talk all about the path of least resistance.
What's that?
I love the path of least resistance.
That's the easiest way to that's the easiest way
Mm-hmm.
to do a deal.
Yes, and using multiple exit strategies. I'll be talking about that as well, like how not to lose your money, how to evaluate these deals so that you can use multiple exit strategies. You need to be able to, when you buy an investment property, those numbers should work whether you hold the property and rent it or whether you fix it up and sell it. And that is how you never lose. And
Mm.
that is how I have never lost.
Gotcha. She's putting some gems. And if you want to hear all the gems, you want to click that first link at the top. You want to follow Miss Kimberly and you want to sign up for her free virtual summit this Wednesday. Her free virtual summit this Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, learning how can you get into this real estate industry as an investor. So you can still stay at your 9 to 5, you don't have
You
to leave.
can.
But if you want to stay, you can still stay.
You
But she's going to
can, because
show
there
you.
are some people that really love their job. I know this internet focuses on this whole quit your job culture, and you don't have to if you don't want to. But some people, they're able to build a portfolio such as myself, where that portfolio runs circles around your job's income, and you may want to do it full time. So it's for aspiring beginners, seasoned investors that just want to scale their
Mm-hmm.
portfolio. It's for people who want to remain at their 9 to 5 and just create some passive income, whether they want to travel or whatever the case they may want to use the money for.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm excited.
me
I'm
too.
excited.
Hey.
So this Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we are going to be learning on how to build passive income in real estate, how to build passive income with real estate, being able to get into real estate in all different levels. So with money, without money, different creative
Yes,
ways of funding property. So don't
right.
just count yourself out. Don't say, well,
No,
I don't have any
no.
money, so I can't do it. Well, just
Right,
learn all the different ways of getting into this arena.
right. Because if you have the knowledge, then guess what? You can find a partner with the money.
Correct.
Or remember, I said if you have the knowledge, you can become a wholesaler
Right. And you
and
broke
connect
the
the
deal.
seller. Right,
Hmm.
right. You don't need a license, guys, to be a
Hmm.
wholesaler. You can connect the seller with the end investor and just make a quick, whether it be you sell that contract for 5, 10, 15, 20, $40,000.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of money. There's a lot of money to be earned in real estate. Dirt isn't going anywhere. They're not
Mm-mm.
making anymore. So, now is the time to really, go ahead and get in and at least learn what this industry is talking about.
Yes, absolutely. I can't wait to see you guys there. I have seen so many of you sign up over here on my side, and I just want to say thank you. I'm excited to have you on
Yes.
Wednesday night, on the
Awesome.
20th at 8 p.m.
Eastern time.
Eastern Time. Add that on the end.
Well, thank you so much for joining me tonight, Miss Kimberly.
Thank you, business bestie.
Yes, I'll see you on Wednesday.
Okay, I'll see you on Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye.
So for those who just joined, you want to click that top link. Girl, I said click that top link, and she done linked out. It's gonna be Kimberly. I'll pull her page up. If I type it in my I can't touch anything on my page. Here is Kimberly's page. You want to go to her page and you want to follow her, and then you want to click this link right here. Girl, I done. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. You want to go to KimberlyGatling.com. There's her website, KimberlyGatling.com. And when you click on that link, it's going to send you to be able to sign up for her free virtual summit this Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. But you also want to just follow her, okay? Because she gives you a lot of information on on how to invest, different ways of investing, how to get into, becoming a real estate investor. So whether right now is the time, whether the future is the time, she's doing a free webinar this Wednesday, 8 p.m. as to how to get into the real estate arena. Now, besides real estate, before I brought Miss Kimberly on, I was talking about making money with digital products. Okay. So, drop in the chat, and I'll kind of do like a live example as to who in here who wants to be interactive, how we can have a digital product and make money in our sleep. right? I am doing a free masterclass this Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, going over how to properly structure your business, how to protect your assets, how to fund your business that is solely in the business EIN, how to market your business, and more importantly, how to create a digital product, how to create something one time and sell it over and over again. If you are interested in joining my free masterclass and you want to comment bank in the comments for the link. But a digital product is going to be an ebook, a journal, a planner, a checklist, a course on something that you already know. You don't have to be the expert in the field. You don't have to have a PhD in the field. You just have to know something that someone, I always say, who were you 1 to 5 years ago? What would that person want to know? Who were you 1 to 5 years ago? What would that person want to know? That's what you could put a digital product about. So, if you've overcome something, right? If you just had a, if you are an expert mom and you're able to talk about how to raise a kid on a budget, how to handle, maybe 2 kids under 2, how to juggle mom and staying at home, and what any knowledge on moms, I'm sure a new mom would want to know. Earlier, before I brought Miss Kim on, I was saying there is a girl out here making a lot of money just teaching people how to work Excel, how to work Microsoft Excel. If maybe you've gone through a divorce and you and your ex-spouse have a great co-parenting relationship, how many divorced parents would love to have a great co-parenting relationship so they can be in accord for the kids, right? Has anyone on here lost weight? And when you go to work, when you go to school, when you go to church, when you go to, your kid's football game, what's the first thing someone's gonna say? Girl, how'd you lose that weight? Boy, how'd you lose that weight? And here you go, running your mouth, telling them your entire workout plan, what supplements you took, what shot you took, what you ate, what you didn't eat, what you did at the gym. You give them the entire play for free. Why not make money off of that? That is a digital product, okay? When you make something once and you're going to sell it multiple times online, you're able to make money in your sleep. You're able to make money at your when you're at your 9 to 5 job. You're able to make money as you're at your kids' basketball practice, gymnastics practice. You're able to make money while you're going to church. You're just able to make money constantly by being able to sell a digital product, okay? So Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, I'll be doing a free masterclass because February of 2022, I had left a toxic marriage. My soon-to-be ex-husband tried to kill me in front of my son by shooting at me at our dealership. Once I left, he then took all the money out of our account. He then locked me out of our business. So February of 2022, your girl didn't have any money and my mother had to pay my bills. I did not have money to start a business. I am a brick and mortar kind of a girl. I have been building seven-figure businesses since Jesus 2006, but I'm a brick and mortar girl. Give me a location, I can do it. Johnny Steve, if you sign up for this Sunday, check me out on Thursday also. If you sign up for this Sunday, use that same link for the following Thursday. But I am a brick and mortar kind of a girl. So I didn't have any money to go open up a storefront. I didn't have any money for employees. So I stumbled upon selling a digital product. I sold a grant bundle. I stumbled upon how I can get paid for just telling people about the knowledge I have. I stumbled upon earning passive income. So if you are going through a divorce, if you are starting all over, if you just feel like, girl, I want some extra money, I can use an extra $1,000 a month for Christmas. I can use an extra $1,000 a month to build up my savings account. I can use an extra $5,000 a month. I'm trying to get a down payment on a home. If someone's just like, hey, I want some extra money, but I don't have any extra time, I got you. Passive income is the way to go. So this Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, I'll be going over how you can create digital products. But if someone is on here and you guys have some information, some knowledge, what do people ask your help on? What do people ask you about? Drop it in the comments and I will give a real life example as to how we can make that into a digital product. Drop in the comments, what do people ask you about, ask your opinion on, ask your help about, and I will kind of, show you in real time how you can make that into a digital product. It doesn't have to be anything complex or high tech. There is a stylist out here selling a webinar on how to mold short hair, like mine. After you wash your short hair, how do you mold it? And she's made that into a digital product. People right now just want knowledge. People right now just want to understand knowledge of how to do something else, how to save money, how to do X, Y, and Z. Maybe if there's a teacher on this live, right? Being able to, how do you help kids learn multiplication? How do you help kids learn division, right? You can make a digital product over anything, over any concept. But the great thing about it is you're only going to do the work one time. You're going to get paid over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Okay, so that is how you're able to make money with a digital product. I have been able to, live, take care of my son, all off digital products. The more digital products you make, of course, the more money you will make, but it's a great thing just to add. If you already have a business, add a digital product to your business. If you don't have another stream of income, adding a digital product over information that you already know is a great way of getting additional money that's not tied to you exchanging time for money. It's because there's only so much time in a day, so there's a cap as to how much you can make. That's why it's so important to have a digital product to increase your earning potential. Okay. So that was my live tonight about passive income. I will probably go live again later on tonight, either doing business structure or grants. Either doing business structure or grants. Okay. Everyone have a fabulous night, and I will, of course,